So in my life, coming from England, moving to America, I am Mr. Practicality. Like Mr. Trump, Enoch Powell, Churchill, anybody else. Let me tell you something about shooting. When you go shooting, like on this English shooting channel, you see these little guys like this 5'6" like me, or these smaller guys shooting a 12 gauge. The 12 gauge gun, my friends, which I've got here, it's empty. You can put that up to your shoulder after you fitted it, and it will fit you perfectly every time. That's great. But it's still a 12 gauge, it's still heavy compared with a 20 gauge, and you get more boom, you get more pattern, it's easier to shoot the target, but it's a third heavier and harder to shoot than a 20 gauge. Now I'll show you something. Now I've got the best gun here that I've ever had. If it's empty, there's nothing in it. Charles Daly, 20 gauge, 5.5 pounds. Just like an air rifle. It's no different than an air rifle. When you put that up and put it on there, put that up and put it on there, that's a third or half the effort of a 12 gauge. Now you don't get as big as pattern, but if you paid me 100 pounds a target, because I don't really care about my score, but if you did, and every target was under 40 yards or 40 yards, right, left, over, whatever, I'd hit every one. With the 12 gauge, I'd destroy them more, but I would get tired. So let's take a 15-minute shoot example. So for 7.5 minutes, 8 minutes of the 12 gauge, you're going to shoot very well. The last 8 minutes, you won't shoot as well because of the weight and the size of the gun per size of the person. But with this, you're going to shoot well all the quarter of an hour. Now, when we come back to David on the English shooting channel, we've already seen this. David is not a big guy like George, you know, the champion from Sussex, where I'm from. He's a huge guy. He can lift that Perazzi up without any trouble. Well, David can't. And David said on his video, he said, you know what? Shooting this 28 bore again that my father gave me, I shoot this better than anything. That's what I'm trying to explain. Yes, your gun has to fit. You have to fit it. You have to find a gun that's a perfect fit. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Doesn't matter what it is. Unless you have a perfect fit so you can pull it up. And every time you pull it up, you can destroy the target. It's no good to you. It doesn't matter how much engraving it's got and how much it is. It's useless. But a 20 gauge is better for a smaller person because it won't wear you out like a 12 gauge will. I hope you enjoyed the video, and common sense goes a long way. Thank you.